Hey crew members, this is Thalok Gaming. We're back again with Planet Crafter. Gonna go jump in here to give a few little updates and show you a little bit more where we're at. So I did do a little bit of management around here. I got rid of the food here, moved this all into the back, added a few more grown items, as you can see here. And we got some stuff. It's grown pretty quick. These are just the tier 1s. We got the tier 2s coming up shortly. Eventually, I hope. But I did get a few more of these generators made. So you can see we got plenty of power, at least for now. It's kind of slow going because things do take a lot of juice. So we got got 3 of the algae generators out there. I did unlock the new biodome, but we need to get some cultures before we can do that. And some of the, let's see, I got some of the mining platforms. There they are, the ore extractors. So I added a few more grass spreaders, one more ore extractor. I was looking around the area for something that was a little bit more useful. Hopefully for, the uranium or whatever, but I went all over this area back here, putting it down hither and thither, and didn't really find anything. So I just put it down here to basically just get us some iron that's close by, and just grab stuff occasionally. Maybe there might be a rare item that comes through here, but mostly it's from that cave there where we get the iridium, which is why I was able to make a few more rods. And let's see here, so we got a couple more rods here. I made a little bit more super alloy, and I did find a blueprint chip, microchip, that happened to be let me pull it up here on the map here. So here's our base here. The chip was actually nestled somewhere back here. There was a downed ship that was just down a little bit of a path here. You might not be able to see it from this because it was very, very small. It was like in like one of these little areas back here. Wasn't on the snow area, but I just happened to be bopping around with my rover, kind of coming through here. So it was like nestled in, crashed. Had a box with not much in it, a little bit of aluminum, and chip. So let's see what the chip has in here. Tier 2 on the vehicle. Oh, then I already unlocked that. Was that just like a regular tier 1 speed? So there's the tier 1 speed. Yeah, we need explosive powder and 2 tier 1 speeds. Oh boy. And that will give us, ooh, that will give us a 200. Wow, that's gonna be really fast. What's this other one here? Oh, the inventory increase. That might be useful because we can get all that stuff. That's no big deal. That getting more zeolite, that's gonna take a little bit. I only found 2 of those. So let's see. Is that all it was? Was just those 2 things, or was I misreading exactly what that wanted? Oh, a silicone. I don't think there's... I kind of cleaned up the area a little bit. There's not much around here anymore. So let's grab one of them. And let's get that extra inventory chip. Then take a drink of water. And let's see, where's our... Let's see, so we got... Oh, it's a slightly bigger one. Okay, wow, yeah, there you go. That container really goes... Ooh, now we get a tier 2 algae. Let's see, what do we need for that? Fertilizer. Well, we can't make the fertilizer because we can't get the algae. I've been looking over that to see if there's some way to get samples. And... Gross is 100%, so I don't know if there's like a sample collector, some other new tool to get. Let me see, are these floating around? Ah, Aha! Excellent. There we go. They kind of grow underneath the water. And because I'm in a spacesuit, you know, you can just kind of float around down here. Excellent. All right. So, oh, these are really low. All right. So, now I have a bunch of algae samples. All right. So, that will let us make some fertilizer as well as some cultures, I think. Let's take a look over here in the biolab. So the cultures are for bacteria samples. Fertilizer is the sulfur in the eggplants. Tier 2 fertilizer takes those methane cartridges, which we don't have the ability to make yet. Nothing is shown up in here. Nothing is over here. I don't think you can actually make anything at this thing. Okay. So the tier 2 algae generator, that will be pretty fast because the other one is slow, 0.8 per second. This one is a lot more. Gotta get those nuggets and super alloys. So I could probably break one of those down. Well, that will get rid of all this stuff. So we'll see about that. But the cultures is what I needed for this biolab. And you can see how much it takes. It's going to take 2 bacteria samples and 2 fertilizers to make the new biodome, which generates a ton of oxygen, eats up a lot of energy, which we don't have enough. We'll have to... I could probably sacrifice one of these heaters to make that, since the heat, while not at like the greatest right now, this is like... the pressure is actually a little bit slower than the heat. But, I mean, it will, just the power alone should allow us to make that. Yeah, because we need 75 and these take up like 17. So, let me go ahead and knock one of those down. Let's see. I might be able to fit it over there if we get some more... Oh boy. We're gonna have to make an algae spot. Let's see. Well, I just took that away. Let's go replace it with what am I looking for? There we go, a locker. Go chuck all that algae in there. There. And let's go outside and make a platform to put that on. Just take up whatever. And so I think it'd be kind of slick if we had it off the back of maybe this, or off to the side here. I'm not sure if we can do that. I might be able to do it with that there if I take off, or let's see. I don't know how big it is. Let's actually see. Oh, that's right. Got all that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Should see really how big it is. So what sort of thing we're dealing with here. So fertilizer, need a couple sulfur. There we go. So for that we need 2 ferts. Need some more eggplant, which I do have some in here. Need a lot of water. Which you can't get ice anymore. The ice is gone from the planet, so we have to rely on these things until we get a way to more or less get it out of the lakes. And I think that will come at a later time. So let's make and 1 more sulfur. And I got another one right here. There we go. Alright, so let's see. How big is this thing? Okay, it's pretty big. It's kind of cool. Oh. It kind of snapped too. So I think it's snapped into these platforms. So I could probably get some platforms put down. It's too fat for these things, but I can't make it there because of that rock, and we can't get rid of the rock. It's snapping over there. Can I put it up on the roof? Kinda. Let's see. I can kinda stick it out there. There's something. I think if I were to get rid of. Oh. No. Okay, so I got rid of that. Let's go back to building this. Oh! There we go. Ooh, this is cool. This is making us tree bark. And there's another doorway in here. So, yeah, so we can head down here. It's kind of floating overhead, but I might move it around a little bit to make things a little bit more aesthetic, I think. Yeah, it's kind of like off to the side a little bit. I mean, there's no reason I need it here, and there's no way to break these things down. Now, these are just, unfortunately, solid things. I like how you can just take things down and just do whatever with them. So, I mean, we can't put it here because it's too... It won't connect because I think of the ground situation. Now, I can stick it up a little bit and just have it out by itself so it's not just part of the same thing. So let me go do that, because I think we tried to do this with the lab and the lab wouldn't let us. It just won't connect, won't snap to. So what I could do is get a little bit of platforms going. Not the biodome, the tier 2 biodome. It's kind of floating. This thing is kind of... There we go. It's easy to see this when it's up above. So it doesn't come with a connecting... Make it pretty low to the ground. I mean, it's technically there under the ground. I wonder. It won't connect to it, so that's just a bummer. But I can put it there. Get a couple doorways. And, you know, we can kind of make it work. Oh, didn't mean the dance. You keep doing that. No. No dancing. There. It's just a little... It's a little off. It's like a tiny bit. Tiny little bit off. Yeah, you can't get it to like... You know what? Whatever. Let me just stick it this way. So I'm not gonna try to align it with whatever nonsense is going on there. There we go. It's off on its own, and it'll have some stuff underneath it. Kind of make it look a little bit nicer, I suppose. But let me just make it a little bit higher so these things kind of fit underneath it correctly. So I think there's like something fishy with the environment here that, like, obviously it's not very, you know, steady. So I'll make it look nice and all that stuff, so you don't have to worry y'all with any sort of weird OCD thing. So just give me a second and I'll show you in just a moment what it'll look like. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like I got it kind of working and not looking like total garbage. It does kind of go through it a little bit, but hey, at least it's working now. So as you can see, our transformation index is flying with oxygen in the parts per billion now, and we're moving at a pretty quick pace with all that oxygen and biomass being made. I'm gonna go grab a quick bite. There we go. Let's see. Squash is done. Squash is used for some other items down here. What was it? Yeah, tier 2 fertilizer. That's going to be in use once we figure out how to get the methane. So let's see. Go throw back a little bit of iron. These and that. Some cobalt and some aluminum. Okay, now that we got the bacteria samples, or the algae, I think we can use that to make the tier 2. We need the fertilizer for that. Some bioplastic nuggets. But that will give us a... You can see the oxygen is more than twice as much. Doesn't take a huge amount of power. We don't have enough left to do that, so we'll have to... I don't think we got any more. No, we don't. Not more uranium, so... When's the next... I know I saw that earlier. Oh, yeah, the pressure needs to go up. We're getting there. But we need those tier 2 nuclear reactors. I could probably launch a satellite. I got plenty of stuff for... Oh, no, I need one more uranium for the rocket. Nuts. Okay, well... I could always make some more of those tier 3 solar panels. That would at least let us make some more of that. But now that we have a solid use for the sulfur, I do have a sulfur mine up here, so I'm gonna go check that real fast and grab what's in there, if anything. So, lots of sulfur. I'll just take everything. What's in here? I'll just take most of that too. Need it for super alloy anyway, so it's not like it's a waste of a trip. I think this should have some more uranium. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, just got some more uranium in there. Useful, but not as useful as the green stuff. Once we get the that other fusion or fission, I think it's fission, then we won't have to worry nearly as much, I believe, because that will hopefully have a huge amount of power. That's quite far down the pressure scale, I think. So here, that's nuclear. Optimizer would help. That's at 70. Nuclear fusion. There we go. We need heat. And that's at 750, and we're at 18. So it's going to take quite a while. There's that tier 4 drill, which will be for pressure. But there's nothing else. Maybe that gas extractor. That's how we get that methane. And the ore extractors will be both heat and pressure. There's a tier 4 heater. But we got quite a ways for the oxygen. But that will probably give a boost. Now that we got like the oxygen is kind of moving a little bit better. I'll get some more. Get some more of those algae out there to get going. Lakes is almost done. We're at 85% of that. Oh boy. So let's put these away. And I think I will call it a night for the game so far. So we kind of got a little bit more. We got algae finally growing, and I know where to grab it. And this biomass, or this new tree farm, will make us bark. Tree bark. Not sure really what to do with that. I'll have to go research that and find out what I do with the tree bark. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. This might have been a little bit of a shorter episode. But if you like what you see, like and subscribe. This is Algae Gaming, and you have yourself a good rest of your day. Take care.